Ooh, color. Focus, color. Come on, color. Do your thing, color. Look, it's starting. There it is. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Hi! That color was a little wonky when we first started there. It's me, Katie, back from crocheting with you today. I have my bling on today. Hope you like it. This time next Friday, I will be on my way to the Denim and Rhinestones tour. Carrie Underwood. I'm excited. It's finally come around. My daughter is super excited to finally have her birthday present. And I'm excited to give it to her because I get to benefit from it too. Yay! But anyway, so we are here to work on Eevee some more today. We're going to finish up her parts, basically, and start assembling. We've got her tail to do because I came prepared. I got the cream yarn this time. So I've got that, and I worked out one of the ears last night, so I'm going to show you how to do the inlay of the ears. Well, a way to do the inlay. That sounded weird. So if you're wanting to do that, and then I also worked out the eyes, so I'll work up one of those with you as well, and we'll see how far we get in assembling today. But first and foremost, we gotta finish her tail up. We've got all of her other pieces. So we've got, I went ahead and stuffed my stuff now. But we've got the head, and we've got her body, and we've got her front legs, the thigh pieces. Oh, let me get my hands on them. They're running away. Thigh pieces as it falls down, and the 2 feet for the back feet, and of course the ears. There's my one that's not done that I'm going to show you later, and here's the finished one. I think it turned out pretty well for how it looks. So yeah, so we are down to just the tail, and we're going to get started on that. I hope y'all's week has been going well. It has been a relatively calm one for me, so that's always fun. It has not been that way for a while. I was also working on a rocket. Here, I'll show you that. It's not fully formed, but my rocket. I have to turn this part into a box, so that's why it's not connected. But yeah. If you hear stuff happening in the background, my coworkers are out there working on stuff for Sunday. So that's what's happening out there. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started on our tail. I've got my handy dandy instructions here in front of me. It would be helpful if they were on the part for the tail. So let me find that real quick. Tail. There you are, tail. All right. So we've got that. We've got the hook. We've got the yarn here in front of me, and for your knowledge, there you go, oneupcrochet.com. Ash is the creator of this project. I am not that intelligent at pattern making. About what it comes down to, but she does a great job. You've seen Charmander, hopefully. If you watched any of the other ones, we did Charmander first, and we're working on Eevee now. And then next up, starting in, I guess, March, we are going to, well, I guess technically it's the end of February, but leading into March, we're going to start up Pikachu. But Ash does a fantastic job with these patterns at One Up Crochet, so please go pick some up for yourself. Go print out the patterns from her. She also has a little option to help support her. It's cute. She says, buy her a cup of coffee or part of a skein of yarn. She just asked for like a $3 donation every now and then just to help keep her running. So if you want to do that, feel free to go support her over at oneupcrochet.com. And no, I'm not affiliated with her. This is not a plug for her or anything like that, aside from me just enjoying her patterns, and she does a great job. So yeah. All right, let's dive in. So for the tail, we are going to start with the cream color that I actually brought with me today. Well, I brought it earlier this week, but I have it today, unlike I had it on Monday. We're going to do our ever faithful magic ring, magic circle. And then that's actually rather loud. It's like they heard me. We're going to do 6 single crochet into that magic ring. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right. Round 2, we are going to increase that to 12. So 1 increase, 1 single crochet increase in each of those 6 stitches. Tighten that center. So that's 1. Did I put 2 of that? I'm blanking. I think I put 2 of that. Yeah, that was 2. Okay. Man, first stitch out of the gate, I messed up. So that's 1 increase. 2. 3. 4, 5, and 6. You'll see why I tend to do this on Fridays, because typically there's nobody in this. My office is attached to a large multi-purpose room, and right now it is being purposed, which typically on Fridays it's not. It's empty in the church, basically. But, whatever. It is what it is. All right, so round 3. We're doing... I have to apologize. I looked at the wrong one. I looked at thigh instead of tail. So we're actually going to frog what we just did. Thankfully, we weren't too far into it. I apologize. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8... 9, 10, 11, and 12 stitches. Sorry about that, y'all. Let's try this again. So round 1 was the 6 magic crochet. It's a great day. It's the 6 single crochet into the magic ring. Round 2 is going to be 6 single crochet around. Whew. I think the music's throwing me off. I'm easily distracted, especially by music. So I keep focusing on what the music's saying. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, round 3, we are going to increase to 9. It's going to be 1 single crochet, 1 increase, 3 times around. So that's 1 single crochet, 1 increase. We'll do that 2 more times. 1 single, 1 increase. Last one, 1 single, and 1 increase. You should have 9 stitches now. All right, round 4, we're going to increase that to 12. It's going to be 2 single crochet, 1 increase, 3 times around. That's 1, 2 single crochet, 1 increase. I'm going to do that 2 more times. Last set. Alright, and now you should be at 12 stitches. I'm going to increase to 15 in the next round. It's going to be 3 single crochet, 1 increase, 3 times around. 1, 2, 3 single, 1 increase. We're going to do that 2 more times. If you can hear it, I think I'm starting to get a cold, which is, you know, of course, the most inopportune time, considering that I'm supposed to travel next weekend. So I'm you know, mind over matter. Just telling myself I'm not sick. It's gonna hold off. I just needed to hold off until Saturday, next Saturday evening. You should have 15 stitches now. We're going to increase to 18 in the next round. It's going to be 4 single crochet, 2, 3, 4, 6, 1 increase. Do that 2 more times. Last set. 1, 2, 3, and increase. 18 stitches. Sorry. Okay. It prints off in a funny way. So, to make sure I was following and didn't jump to the middle of a different one. Alright, round 7, we're increasing to 21. It's going to be 5 single crochet, 1 increase, 3 times around. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 single crochet, 1 increase, 2 more times. Alright, last set. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 increase, and you should now have 21 stitches. Alright, we got 3 more increases here before we make a slight change. Alright, so we're going to increase to 24 stitches in round 8. It's going to be 6 single crochet, 1 increase, 3 times around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 single crochet, 1 increase. We'll do that 2 more times. Alright, last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and increase. Now at 24 stitches. Okay. Increase to 27. Okay, same thing. 7 single crochet around, 1 increase, 3 times around. So that's 1, 2, 7, and then 1 increase. Oh, I think I caught something. It got really tight there. I keep grabbing something with my hook. Grabbing an extra fiber somewhere as I come back through. There we go. Alright, and then our increase. Alright, I'm going to do that 2 more times. 7 single crochet, 1 increase. And last one. And increase. Now you should be at 27 stitches. Alright. And last one for this color, we're going to increase to 30 stitches. It's going to be 8 single crochet, 1 increase, 3 times around. So that's 1, 2, 3, 7, 8 single crochet, 1 increase. I'm going to do that 2 more times. All right, last time. 1, Alright, so I'm going to do my first part of the increase. Now we're going to do a color change. So I'm not going to complete that second part of the increase so that I can do my color change. We're going to do our color change back to our normal tan brown color that we've been working in this whole time. Okay, so that's going to finish off that to go into my next part. So with that, you should have 30 stitches. All right, we're going to increase a couple more times, but this time with the new one. So round 11, it's going to be 9 single crochet, 1 increase, 3 times around. We're increasing it to 33. All right, don't forget to work in that extra bit if you work that way. I work that way. Secure your previous strings. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Now I'm just going to clip off my excess here. Alright, and we are done with the cream for now. So I'm just going to wrap my extra up, put that to the side. Alright. So we did 9 single crochet, so now we're going to do our increase. We're going to do that 2 more times. 9 single crochet, 1 increase. Alright, last time. 1, 2, 9 and increase. All right. We're going to increase this to 36. Right? So now it's going to be 10 single crochet, 1 increase, 3 times around. Then we're going to mix it up a little bit. Just a little. Nothing crazy. All right, so that's 1, 2, 9 and 10 single crochet. We're going to do our increase. Then we're going to do that 2 more times. That's 10 and increase. And the last time, 1, 2, 9, 10, and increase. All right, you should now be at 36 stitches. This time we're going to increase it to 42 stitches, so a little different on the increase. We're going to do 5 single crochet, 1 increase 6 times around, bringing that up to 42. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 single crochet, 1 increase. We're going to do that 5 more times. Last set. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 single crochet and an increase. All right, you should now be at 42 stitches. All right, and now I'm going to grab my stitch marker. We're going to do a little bit of build up. So for rounds 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 5 rounds, we're just going to go around 42 stitches each time. And since this way I don't have to count, that's what we're doing. Off we go. This is the time where I wish some people were on to chat with, because I don't really have to think about what it is I am doing. So this is when I get to say hi to people, see what you're working on. If you're not working on Eevee and you're just kind of watching, let me know what you are working on. what's on your hook today? If you're watching on YouTube afterwards, please comment, post a photo. Let me know what your favorite project is, what's on your hook, what you wish was on your hook. You just don't quite have time to work on it. Anything like that. Plans for the weekend. My plan consists of, hopefully, nothing. I have been in this building every single day of my life for about 3 weeks now, and I am ready to not be here for a day. And bonus is that it's a 3-day weekend because my kids have the day off on Monday because it's President's Day. Alright, there's 15. So that'll be a nice little breather this weekend. And then I get another breather next weekend with a concert. It's gonna be a fun breather. Greatly looking forward to that one. If you're not a Carrie Underwood fan, that's fine. Don't come at me though. I've been a fan of Carrie since her audition on American Idol, so kind of followed her whole career. And personally, I haven't been disappointed. This hat is going to make an appearance at the concert because it is denim and rhinestones. I'm not typically a rhinestone person. I am not your, as you could probably have been able to tell if you've watched these streams. I am not your quintessential girly girl by any means whatsoever. I am a tomboy through and through. I prefer jeans and a t-shirt or a hoodie or, comfy clothes over dresses and a heel and makeup any day. I don't wear makeup. I think I might be able to count on, 2 hands the number of times I've worn makeup. That is not to knock those who do. It is not my jam. I am happy with what God gave me as looks, and as of for this point in my life, up to this point in my life, I haven't really felt the need to really change that. I wore makeup for my prom, I wore makeup for my wedding, and even then it was all very natural looking. It wasn't anything overt or grand or anything like that. Very basic. Which is slightly infuriating for my daughter because she wants to wear makeup. One, I don't think she's old enough to wear makeup at this point. She's not quite there yet, but the little bit that I do allow her to wear, does she want to exploit it? And not being in that mentality, of course, it's hard for me to figure out why she wants to do it so much. But, that's just kind of how it goes. As always, if you are a faster crocheter than I am, and you finish these rounds before me, go get a drink, go get a snack. What have you? Finger exercises. I always advocate for finger exercises. Stretch those muscles out. Round 17. I've got 2 more. There are a total of 26 rounds in this, So we are in the final stretch. Less than 10 to go. More than halfway through. I'm now overthinking things and wondering if this video is gonna get flagged for copyright issues because of my coworkers playing that music in the background. Hopefully it won't. It was very unintentional, and I don't know how clearly you could really hear any of it. I mean, I could hear it, but because I'm on this side of the camera, I don't know how it came through the mic. And unfortunately, my office is not soundproof. So if things are loud out there, it's typically loud in here. This office was originally not an office to begin with. I don't even think there's an air vent in here. Alright, that was 18. So this is my last round here. Yes, this was originally a storage closet off the back of that multi-purpose room that got turned into an office out of necessity. And considering that I don't actually work here, you know, I'll take whatever space I've gladly been given. This is my home away from home, basically. So, I'm not really complaining. It's quiet. But that is why it gets really hot in here and why it gets really cold in here. There's no air regulation. But that's okay. They graciously offered me a space to do my work and my crafts. So, I will take what I can get. There we go. Alright, coming into the last part of this segment. And then we're going to start decreasing. Taking it down. Ooh. Alright, and last one. Round 19. Okay. And now, because I am who I am, and my decreases like to always mess up, put my stitch marker back. Alright, here we go. Round 20. That's where we're at. We're going to decrease down to 36. It's going to be 5 single crochet, 1 decrease, 6 times around. Alright. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 single crochet, 1 decrease. I'm going to do that 5 more times. Last set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and decrease. And I don't have any extra stitches, which means I did it right and I didn't mess it up somewhere. Woo! It's always an exciting time for me. All right, round 21, we're decreasing down to 30. It's going to be 4 single crochet, 1 decrease, 6 times around. So 1, 2, 3, 4 single crochet, 1 decrease. We'll do that 5 more times. And last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, and decrease. Okay, round 22, we're taking it back down to 24. It's going to be 3 single crochet, 1 decrease, 6 times around. Obviously, if you are a slower crocheter than I am, please feel free to hit pause. Come back at any time if you're watching this later. Obviously, a live one you can't necessarily pause, but then again, I question, can you? And then, like, please catch up, like live TV. I don't know. 3 single crochet, 1 not increase, 1 decrease. I think I went to increase, and that would have been bad. Decrease. There we go. 3 single crochet, 1 decrease. We're going to do that 5 more times. 1, 2, and 3, and decrease. And last time, 1, 2, 3, and decrease. All right, round 23, taking it down to 18. It's going to be 2 single crochet, 1 decrease, 6 times. So that's 1, 2, decrease. Do that 5 more times. How's if I do it correctly? There we go. And last one, 1, 2, and decrease. All right, round 24, we're going to take it down to 12. It's going to be 1 single crochet, 1 decrease, 6 times around. 1 single crochet, 1 decrease, Do that 5 more times. And last one. And a decrease. All right. Round 25, we are going to do 12 single crochet around. So nice and simple. Get this finished off. 2, 3, 10, 11, and 12. For the final round, we're actually going to go back, we're going to turn our work and do 5 single crochet. Ooh, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 single crochet. We're going to do a slip stitch to finish it off. Leave a long tail for sewing. Alright, and then you'll want to stuff it. There you go, and there's her tail, her big bulbous tail. Alright, so there we go. Now that we've got that done, that's all of her body pieces. I am going to show you, well, first we're going to do a quick eyeball. Bam! There it is. This camera does not like to focus on things. So we're going to do the eyeball out of yarn. So if you want to do that, it's super easy. You've probably done it. We're just making an oval. It's really all it is. But I am done with this yarn. So I'm going to bring my black over here. So for the pupil, same hook that we've been using. We are going to slip knot this here. All right. For the ones that I have created, obviously feel free to create your own. If you don't like this is just one idea. If you want to do the felt that Ash originally intended on here, go for it. It's on the instructions at oneupcrochet.com. I am just not a felt person. I don't have a lot of experience putting felt onto these toys, so I don't really want to do it here. And personally, I prefer the look of an all yarn project. That's me. If you like the felt, go for it. Show me a picture later. All right, but for if you're wanting to do yarn eyes for this one, this is how I do it. We're gonna slip knot. We're going to chain 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And the second hook, chain from the hook, we're going to single crochet 1. I'm going to do 2 more single crochet, 2 and 3. In your last chain, we're going to do 3 single crochet. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Now we're going to go back up that side with single crochet. So that's going to be, if I can get into it. Nope, not that one. hard to see with the black, and I don't have my light. There we go. I found it. So it's going to be 1, split my yarn, 2 single crochet, and come on, yarn, work with me. It did just fine earlier when I made my first one. Of course, now we have to be difficult. And 3 single crochet. So that's round 1. Okay? So now I used my slip stitch, it's not a slip stitch, the chain, that first chain is what I'm going to go into this next one in. So I'm going to go into the remaining chain, that 5th chain, and I'm going to do 3 single crochet into that. So that's 1, 2, 3 single crochet into that 5th chain. And we are going to do 1, 2, 3 single crochet up the side. With me. And it's going to be 2 increases. So 2 single crochet into the next, and then another 2 into the next, 2 increases there, and then 1 final increase in the next, so 3 increases total. Okay, then we're going to go up the side again with 1, 2, 3, and then I'm stopping in the middle. I'm not going the whole way around. So we're going to do increase in the next chain, or in the next stitch, another increase into the final one. I know I didn't count it off, that's okay, and then we're going to slip stitch into the last. And there you go. There you have it. I'm going to leave a long tail for sewing it onto the face later. And there is your oval. Oval. And you have 2 ovals, so you want to make 2 of those, obviously. Unless you want a one-eyed Eevee, and then you can go for that too. And then to make the centerpiece, you just use white and you do 4 single crochet into a magic circle and then sew it on. So that one's nice and simple. I wasn't going to really show it, but I could do it real quick if you want. Alright, so it's just magic circle. If I can keep it on my fingers. So magic circle. 4 single crochet into that, 2, 3, and 4, pull it closed, and then you're just going to slip stitch into that first stitch, to close off your circle. Leave a tail for sewing it onto the black. Now for mine, your lead tail and your end tail, I just tied a knot just to make sure it didn't go anywhere before I cut it off. Keep it nice and secure. And then I just snipped off my lead tail. Well, I take that back. I ran it through the back just so I didn't have anything floating around. Little extra fibers out the side. So if you want to do that, you can. That's strictly optional. That's a personal preference. If I have little fibers showing, I want them hidden on the back side. And then just snip that off close. And then you'll just sew this teeny tiny little circle onto your pupil there. Get the shine. And then your eyes are all set. Now, as for the ears, this one's a little bit more complicated. Obviously, if you come up with a better way to do this, have at it. I played around with it a little last night, and I finally just determined that I liked this way and how it looked. So if you can see it, I don't know if you can. It's really hard to see, but there we go. Now we get some light on it. It's kind of like a basket weave is essentially what I did. So just to show you how I did that, I took my brown contrasting yarn. Okay. And I'm just pulling a big segment out. Actually, I take that back. I have leftovers. Not that one. This one. So it's just a really long section of yarn. I did not measure it out. It's a lot of yarn. However much you want to use, we're basically going to be doing kind of an embroidery technique and then basket weaving. So yeah, that's about where it comes. Alright, so this is how I did it. So essentially you're gonna line it, for that inset, and then we're gonna work on the basket weave, and I'll show you how to do that. But I started at the bottom. Oh, up here. I don't know where I was going. Okay, so just start at the bottom, pull that yarn through. It's going to be a lot of pulling. All right, and then I would skip up 2 stitches. So it creates a nice flow. Because if you do every stitch, then it's going to kind of do a zigzag, which I'm sure you've seen happen before. All right, so I skip 2. And I come back down to where that first one was and pull it through there. Lots and lots of pulling, lots and lots of pulling. Oh, and then or you can do what I just did and pull it out completely. Don't do that. It's not the brightest idea. Just get that started again. Don't grab the wrong yarn. There we go. I'm going to do it that way. And then I'll just loosen it up. You do not want it to be super, super tight. You want it to be looser because it is spreading that width. All right. So give it make it loose. Pulled the wrong way. I wanted a little bit of a tail at the end there. All right, there we go. I'm not good at instructions, in case you all haven't tell. I'm going to start that one more time. We're going to start over because I messed it up again. All right. So, you go through that first one. Leave a little bit of a tail behind. Go up 2, then we're going to go up 2 more, and then we're going to backtrack because we're already getting that loop coming across the front. So go up 2, and then you're going to go up 2 more stitches and come out through that section. Eevee's kind of in the way there. Okay. So we're going to pull that through. Leave that loose a little bit, not pulling it super tight. Now we are going to backtrack. So backtrack to this stitch, and then you're going to go up 4. You're going to bypass this one. This is where that embroidery part comes in. Bypass that second one that you came out of, go up 2 above that one, and then pull through. All my tails are getting tangled up here, because that's how I am. I'm a messy crafter sometimes. Alright, and then we're just going to keep doing that up to the tip. So then you're going to go back to the one you just came out of. I gotta move Eevee. You're going to come back to the one you just came out of, go up 4, and remember you're going to create this kind of curved line on the inset. So where you see fit for that. Kind of just following the pattern there, following the curve of the ear. But go back in, go up 4 so you get that curve. Gently pull through. So you can see the effect that's happening. You're starting to get that line forming there. And then we're just going to keep doing that. So back in, and then 4 up and out. We're going to do this all the way around. Obviously, once you get to the top, you're going to form a point. Then you're going to come back down the other side. Alright, so now I'm at my point up here, okay? But instead of going back up through this and then going back down, I am just going to cut across here. Right at the top, I'm going to cut across 2. See that? Whoop. So I'm going to cut across. Pull all that yarn through. Okay, and then I'm going to go back up to my point, and then do the same thing where you go down 4 or up 4, depending on how you're holding it, I guess, and keep that down this side. Obviously, adjust your ear as you need to. We are almost to the basket weaving portion. for not being a big sewer. I'm honestly pretty proud of myself that I figured out a way that I liked without looking up a tutorial or anything. So I feel like I'm growing in my craft here. So that made me happy. Alright, I am almost to the bottom of my ear. Hopefully you're cruising along with me. Whoop. Go through, final stitch. All right. And if it's not perfect, it's okay. All right, so for this final one, okay, going back into that final one, but then I'm going to cut across to meet my very first, go in, my very first stitch. So I'm going to cut across like so. Okay. Whee. All right. Now mine isn't obviously perfect, but there you go. So you got your outline, and now we're going to work on filling it in. All right. So we're going to create cross sections to then be able to do your basket weaving. All right. So from here to here, we're just going to go across and up through that one again. Okay, so you're coming across the bottom, go in, other direction, across this way, go in the bottom and out through that next, the one that's two up from it. And pull that through, and you're going to do that same ladder system across. Now we're going to come across this way into this one and up through this one. I keep moving too far over. And do that the whole way up and create that ladder. And I know it might seem a little complicated, but like I said, this is just what worked best for me. If you can come up with a better way, awesome. You rock. If you like this way, sweet. I'm glad. I personally like the texture effect that it puts on it when it's done, which is why I went with it. Okay, almost at the top here. Alright, so once you get to the top, you're going to obviously go across, but then come out through that top point. Okay, so now you have this fancy ladder going up your ear. You can see that. So there will be times that you're going to need to actually go into the ear itself just to kind of stabilize. It's usually going to be once you get to the top and bottom part of each kind of section. But for the most part, this is just where we're going to be weaving. All right. So starting from the top, we're going to do a basket weave. Let me get this out of the way. There we go. All right. So we're going to start down the middle and work off one side and then do the other side. And I'm probably not going to do the whole thing with you just because of time. But I'm going to get you started. All right. So first one, you're going to go under your first ladder rung, over, under, over. You know how this works, right? Under, over, till you get to the bottom. Just pull that through the center. Okay, so now you got your center marker. This is where I'm going to go through that center stitch. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go through. And I think I just knotted my yarn on myself, so let me fix that. So through that center stitch at the bottom, and my tail is in the way again. Okay, and then what you want to do is we're going to pick whichever side you want to start with, come back out through your side. So I'm actually going to go over here to the left side, come back out through that one, you're going to go back through the center one, okay, and then this sounds weird, but this is what you're gonna do. Okay, you're gonna come back through that center one again, to where you are on the inside of that ladder stitch. Okay, so you don't want to be on the bottom of it, you want to be on the inside of it, because that's where we're going to start. But basically just kind of locks that in. I'm going to get my beginning one out of the way here. All right, so now I'm going to start at the left side of the ear, and you're going to do your basket weave again, except this time this ladder rung you're going to go over, this one you're going to go under, and just weave that all the way up to the top. All right, and then you just kind of want to push it together, and you're going to do that. All right, so now we're at the top again. I'm going to go through that top center stitch. I'm going to come out at the one below it, so in between the two ladder rungs. Okay, in between the two, and then we're going to do the opposite for your basket weaving. So we're going to go under, over, under, over, all the way down. Come here. And you're just going to keep repeating that until you don't think you can fit any more in there. That was over. I need to go under. And then, like I said, anchor it into your ear where you see fit. There are times where it's like you're going to get to like this point, you're going to want to anchor it there because that's the top of that curve for me. So where your curve is, and then you fill in. Once you've done that, you're going to cross to the bottom of the opposite side that you did. You're going to do the same thing on the other side. So I am going to just finish this left side. Just so you can see it. This time when I reached the bottom, I just went around the bottom rung of the ladder. I did not stabilize it. As long as you're not pulling tightly, it's not going to pull up on it. Alright, up and over. But you do want to get a good amount of yarn in there to get that full effect. Over and under. Oh, look, I messed it up. I went the wrong direction. I went under when I should have gone over. About halfway through. Let me just correct that. Whee! And then once we get through this, once I finish this side up with you, we're going to call it for today because we are already at 1 hour and 15. Over. I went one. Not enough. You're supposed to be over. Over that one, and then under this one. Make sure you're paying attention to your basket weave if you're doing it this way. Over, under. No, we're not gambling. We are sewing, sort of. Don't forget to add in those kind of stabilizing stitches every now and then. Just go into the ear. I'm almost done with the left side here, just to show you kind of how it comes together. This is where I'm at so far. You can see that basket weave. Woo! And the cross sections, like, they really do blend in. Going through the bottom there. So you don't really see those cross sections if you're concerned at all about that. I am just about done here. A few more on this left side. I was hoping to do some assembly with you today, but time is not allowing that, and that's okay. That just means we'll just have a full assembly video, won't we? Have all your pieces ready to go. Make sure you stuff them over the weekend, and I will be back with you on Tuesday. Remember, if you're following along with me, I will not be here on Monday. My kids are out of school. So I won't be in the office. we're going to have a special one on Tuesday. That is the 21st. I think I can do one more in here. I think, and I shall. And then I'm going to send that flying all the way back to the bottom to my opposing side. Alright, so as you can see, so there's the left side. Let me shove it over a little bit. Left side is done. So you can see that texture that's on there. Not the best camera for this. Bring my light over here. This light does not have a very long cord, but you see that there. I love the texture on it. Makes me happy. But yeah, so like I said, you'll just finish that up on the left side or the right side, whichever side you didn't do. Mine would be the right. Same kind of technique. Once you get down to the end, shoot it out through the middle, through there, and tie it off with your beginning tail and snip. You'll do probably a good double knot in there. And that is putting yarn texture on your inlay of your ears. So yeah. So that's it for me, guys. I'm going to finish my ear up off camera, and I will hopefully see you on Tuesday for assembly. And then I think if we need to, I might do a short one on Thursday if we need to finish it up still. Because we very well may, mostly because of the fluff. But that'll just be a short one. So next week's a special week because it's not Monday and Friday. It'll be Tuesday and Thursday, essentially. Thursday would probably be, I'd say probably around noon or something like that because I do work in the morning on Thursdays. So that's it. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, obviously feel free to put it in the comments. Excuse me. And I hope you have a great weekend. I hope to see you on Tuesday. Have a great day. Bye.